You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers edition from Monday, May 22nd, all the way through Friday, May 26th. There's a whole bunch to see, a whole bunch to unpack as Colin's scheme hits its climactic point. People are in danger, and we've got a kidnapping, we've got a returning star. There is so much to unpack, including a fan favorite face back in Salem after a long stay away. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, news, casting info, everything you need to know about your favorite NBC Peacock soap. Let's dig in. Monday, May 22nd on Days of Our Lives is season 58, episode 176. This starts on the prior Friday, which is May 19th, where Sloan Petersen is in the Salem Police Department being grilled by Jada Hunter, and it will carry over until Monday, where Jada is grilling Sloan and basically accusing her of being involved in the bad things that her brother Colin Bedford was doing, whose name has to be Colin Bedford Petersen, right? At any rate, they're still calling him Colin Bedford, but Sloan faces accusations that she's involved with the bad things her brother has been doing. That same day, Brady gives Sloan an ultimatum, and it probably is about her brother. Basically, he wants her to come clean because there were bad things being done. You know, that's kind of hard because that's her only family left, so we'll have to wait and see. And also, Rafe Hernandez heads over to Sweet Bits, and he finds Abe Carver unconscious and not looking too good. We're going to see it play out this week, but it looks like that Colin cracks the mayor over the head with a rolling pin so that he can then kidnap Paulina at gunpoint. Also on Monday, Colin wants to make Paulina suffer. He hauls Paulina Price up to a roof, and I'm sure he is tormenting her about a rooftop death because that's where his mom died. He thinks that Chanel Dupree pushed his mom off the roof, so does Sloan, but Chanel insists that it was just an unfortunate accident because of an argument that took place up high on a roof at the college. So also on Monday, EJ DiMera proposes to Nicole. I believe the proposal is actually going to happen on Friday, but we get Nicole's reaction to it on Monday, and she is insulted about it. The big question is why? Why? So I don't know. Somebody like Dan Foyer-Rigel proposes, don't you just say yes? He's a hunk. All right, Tuesday, May 23rd on Days of Our Lives, episode 177 of season 58. So Chanel shows up onto the roof to save her mom from Colin, and things are going very badly, but then Talia Hunter comes up onto the roof and she intervenes to try and get Colin to stop, and she saves Chanel. Of course, there's a whole bunch to unpack there, but Talia has already come clean at this point to Chanel about plotting with him. Also, Rafe has to break bad news to Jada. No doubt the bad news is that, yeah, her sister is guilty of doing bad things like, poisoning the biscuits at Sweet Bits. It's not looking good. Also, Gabi Hernandez delivers divorce papers to Li Shin. I was wondering if we were going to see him again since we haven't really seen him since she called things off, but we will. Also, Wendy Shin talks to Johnny DiMera about how she feels about him and how she feels about Tripp Dalton Johnson. Looks like there's another kiss coming for her and Tripp soon. And we're also going to see Paulina rushing to the hospital once she is saved from Wicked Colin to check on her husband Abe to see if he has major medical issues after he was attacked by the bad guy. Then it's Wednesday, May 24th on Days of Our Lives, season 58, episode 178. We're going to see John Black showing up in San Francisco. He wanted to tell Paul Narita in person that his romantic interest, Andrew Donovan, has been kidnapped. Of course, Dimitri Von Leuschner kidnapped him and was holding him hostage to try and manipulate ISA director Shane Donovan into dropping charges against both him and his wicked mother, Megan Hathaway. Then we get familiar face back to Salem. That face is Kate Roberts. She's finally back. She and Roman Brady head back to Salem, and Kate is thrilled to see Marlena Evans. We are also going to see Kristen DiMera putting pressure on her wicked sister Megan to also help her get out of jail. And of course, Dimitri is working on getting the charges against Megan dropped, so might he also expand his demands to include Kristen. Also on Wednesday, Steve Johnson and Harris Michaels find out exactly why Dimitri Von Leuschner is seeking immunity for Megan. So up until this point, they probably don't know that's his mom. It seems like the only person that knows is Kristen DiMera and Megan and Dimitri at this point. Then on Thursday's episode of Days of Our Lives on May 25th, we are on episode 179 of season 58, and we are going to see Xander Cook offering Chloe Lane a job. She needs a job because she's not working at Basic Black anymore. She doesn't want to be around Brady Black because of how things have gotten really difficult. What's weird about this is that unless something changes over this week, Xander was working with Gwen at The Spectator. However, given that Maggie Horton has fired Alex Kyriakis, maybe she's going to rehire Xander and it's a job at Titan that he offers her. If not, it's going to get really awkward at The Spectator offices if Xander's bringing his new female roommate to work for Gwen Rizchek to stare daggers at. We are also going to see that Harris contacts Sean Brady to warn him that Megan has been set free. So it definitely looks like Dimitri's thing worked out. And Kate and Roman also hear that Megan is on the loose and in Salem. And it looks like Dimitri's requests were all accommodated, including that about his Aunt Kristen, because Marlena Evans and Brady Black are very upset when they find out that Kristen DiMera was also out of prison. Of course, Brady's upset about everything she's done to split up him and Chloe, but at least he had the leverage of being Rachel Black's only full-time parent. But now that Kristen's out of prison, everything is about to change for Brady, and probably not for the better. Then it's Friday, May 26th on Days of Our Lives, season 58, episode 180. Gabi, of course, has told Stefan that yes, she would love to marry him, and they celebrate their upcoming wedding on Friday. Plus, we're going to see EJ DiMera completely stunned to find his big sister Megan lurking in the DiMera mansion. No doubt he won't want her there, but he might not have much of a choice. And if Kristen follows her there, EJ is probably really going to lose it. We're also going to see Nicole Walker talking to Kayla Brady about how soon she can get the paternity test. You know, soap time moves fast sometimes and very slow sometimes, but it was supposed to be a couple of weeks before she could get the paternity test, and we're expecting it to come very soon. And we are also going to see Anna DiMera lying to her sweet husband, Tony DiMera. She is covering up for Nicole's pregnancy secret. As of this point, when we get to these spoilers, Nicole knows she's pregnant, Kayla knows she's pregnant, Anna knows she's pregnant, and Sloan knows she's pregnant. And boy, with Sloan knowing, it doesn't seem like things are going to last that long. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, casting news, and other updates. The big takeaway from the week of May 22nd through 26th is that Colin Bedford's reign of terror is done. The spoilers do not indicate whether he lives or dies, but also past the time of the confrontation on the roof, there are no more spoilers. So maybe Talia shoves him off the roof trying to save them. I mean, it's going to be bad news if he dies because that means Sloan's all alone, but in a way it's good news if he dies because he's been tormenting everyone. Other takeaways, that Kate Roberts is back in Salem. EJ gets a no to his proposal. Stefan gets a yes. And Megan and Kristen get out of prison, and Dimitri is free of his charges. So it looks like the residents of the DiMera mansion will expand by 3 new residents by the end of the week. What do you think about Dimitri being the new DiMera? It's a bunch of wild and crazy stuff, right?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.